All right, we are back on the 611 podcast. It's me, J. Rowe, Jimmy Rollins. Got my man, Big Piece, Ryan Howard. And today we have a guest, a distinguished gentleman.
Yes.
Shall we say.
Yes, sir.
He served in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives from 2005 through 2012. Montgomery County Board of Commissions from 12 through 17. He's the former AG of Pennsylvania and currently the 48th governor of Pennsylvania. Governor Shapiro,
man,
welcome to the show.
Guys, it is cool to be with you. And you read up on my Wikipedia page or something there, right?
Well, I keep it on my
J-Ro.
phone, and just to be certain, I always put it on the big screen.
On
you
the
know,
big screen,
hey,
we
look,
got to have it.
man, you got to have it.
Gotta
the
have
secret behind the cast. Got to have a team to make you sound good.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us, first and foremost. Wait, I do want to say one thing real quick before we get into it.
This is why we can never get anything done.
Yeah, the old before.
I'm gonna add a new nickname in from my man, Young James. We're gonna call him Hole in One.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
James,
unbelievable.
Which was amazing to see. Number one.
Tell us about
I was
that.
known around there as Captain Boatman.
Captain Boatman.
Yeah, it was. I walked up and Josh Allen was like, "What's up, Boatman?" I was like, "Yeah."
Well,
That's a good name.
I've
That
got
works.
some
That
questions here.
works.
You ever
Yes.
do that before?
Never done it before. First one.
So you get up, it's par 3, it's like
Par 3,
140 or something?
139.
139.
Is the actual yardage, but 140 sounds like
Okay, 140 does sound bad.
140,
And
yeah.
you just, you line it up, you
So,
get it.
here we go.
Walk us through this.
Here we go. So we're coming from hole 11 to 12.
Okay.
And
Who's your partner?
that day was Grant Hill and Devontae Adams.
Devontae. Okay.
You walk up and the boat is right there, and it is a gorgeous boat. And year after year, it's like, man, it'd be nice to win the boat.
Sure.
You know, I think everybody has that thought, and it's not necessarily about getting the hole in one. It's the prize that comes if you get one. Now, if you get hole in one, you're going to be happy no matter where it is. But
You're buying drinks.
to happen, well, they were for free for everybody at the clip. So I sent everybody up top. So as we're approaching the hole, the volunteer, sweet older woman was like, I just really think they want somebody to win that boat today. I'm like, oh yeah, why do you say that? They have it right up front for you guys. It's only 139 yards, and this is a hole I play a lot. And it's down up front, so all you have to do is land it to the right and then move to the left. I'm like, that's all it takes? She's like, just a little bit on the right, and it's going to move to the left.
You had a little unfair advantage. You had a little
gave you
coaching.
the read,
coaching.
yeah.
Wow.
But it's
we're
not
getting,
about
we're getting the
coaching.
real scoop
It's
right here.
It's
This
being
is it.
coachable.
Oh.
So yes, you have to be coachable.
You have to be coachable, yes.
So I said, you know what? Well, I'm going to try to do that. You said just a little to the right, and it's going to move left. She said, just right to left. So I come up there, and, you know, you line it up, and in the back of your mind, you're like, man, this would be nice to win a boat. But it's not something realistic. It's just a thought, obviously, something to chase. So I take the swing, and when I hit the ball, I'm just staring at it. I was just like lost in space. It was just like, ooh, man, that's a nice looking shot. And that's a pretty ball. And I'm hearing Devontae Adams in the background like, man, that's going to get in the hole, jump in the hole. And I never looked at the green. No, usually when you hit a ball, you kind of look, you look at the green, and you're trying to judge it yourself. I didn't do that.
You're just watching
I just watched the flight, and I was just lost in the flight. It's like, oh, that is a nice looking ball. And then you're watching it hit the ground, and as it hits, it's like slow motion at this point.
Yeah.
I see the ball. It looks like I'm standing on a green. And in my mind, because I've gotten close before, between the 4 balls that I've gotten really tight, it's probably 2 feet total of me being that close to not making a hole in one. I see it bounce, and I think it bounced the second time they told me. I just saw a bouncing in a roll, and then it disappeared. But prior to that, I'm thinking, okay, here's another middle. Tap in for birdie, because they never go in. They just never go in.
Sure.
And here it is. At Tahoe, the ACC American Century Championship, there's no way it's going in for a boat.
Right.
And it goes in, and I turn around, and Devontae is already in the air. This would have felt like slow motion.
I mean,
and so
he's a strong guy too.
Yeah, he's like 6'4".
It's one thing if he
jumps
into big piece here, but he's jumping into the shortstop.
Man.
I mean, that's
so it felt like I was like, oh, I guess I better jump too, just kind of alleviate some of this weight.
Yeah.
But he grabbed me. And I turned around, gave Grant Hill a 5, gave Ray, my caddy, a 5, because He's shot some wrong numbers before, but he got that one right. And then I went over to the lady and I was like, right to left, just like you said. And so then I had some fun, jumped on the boat like this boat is mine. But I don't like, do I jump on the boat? Can I get on the boat? And the Mastercraft is like, well, it's your boat. I'm like, it is my boat.
Well, that was the question, because when you first ran up to the boat, it was like a little kid trying to jump up and look into the window, and was like, I kind of thought about it halfway through and was like, I'm not going to be able to make it all the way up.
Okay, that's a fact. Yeah. I thought about, I was like, hey, don't get too ahead of yourself. But I got on the boat because Mastercraft was there. They came over, everybody screaming and yelling. And I was like, it's your boat. Like, you damn right. It's my boat.
Hook it up to the back of the truck and drive it home?
So it stayed out there. I tell them, leave it on display. Don't take this away from the people.
Tease everybody else.
You're such a good man like that.
Hey,
everybody share.
It was showtime. It was a red light.
Speaking of sharing, on behalf of my client, Big Piece over here, how many days a year, how many weeks a year does he have access to the boat? I want to make sure.
So that's
I don't know that you're there without Brian Howard.
I've been asked plenty of times, and I will say, look, I've moved to California. That is a wakeboard boat, which means it's pretty much made for lakes. Nice, conditions. Obviously, lakes can get choppy, but not like the ocean water.
Sure.
I'm on a Pacific. And I don't want to have to pay dockage fees, storage fees, having to drive to 2 hours to Lake Elsinore, and that's not a boat for Lake Elsinore. I need a lake. You feel me? So with that being the case, I don't know if there are going to be any hours for you, Ryan.
Oh, so all those
that hurts.
All those throws he picked out of the dirt.
That's right.
Yours all those years.
Did you see all those four-seamers that he would drop? Hit him right in his boom, right in his palm.
Look at that.
That's two-hand piece right there.
Wow.
I tried to go one-handed, and it was a new glove. Oh, it's probably a new glove. That's why.
It wasn't broken in.
It had a little cut at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I digress. Okay.
Anyhow, I threw one of the truest balls. J.J. Hardy may have been truer than me. Then it was me. Come on, bro. That's it. I think he was still moving. It was those feet trying to get in position, not the glove.
Well, it's 16s trying to get them things in position. It's a little tough. Gotta get lighter with
There it is. You guys heard it here first. It was never the glove's fault. It was the feet, the size 16s. Anyhow, we digress. Let's get back.
What are we here to talk about?
Let's get back to why we're here.
Yeah. Right. We can do this all day.
Yeah, Pennsylvania has a pretty full schedule coming up. It is going to be the 250th of the country. And we'll let you introduce what's all happening. I know one thing took place before you were governor, but you still have to make sure the biggest piece of it all. See,
and I saw you did that. That was very good.
The biggest piece of it all
well done.
Is executed at the highest level, because we happen to be associated with this game. But you tell us what's happening in 2026 in Pennsylvania.
250 years ago, it all started, right? Mm-hmm. The birth of this great nation, the birth of democracy, the birth of real freedom. And it happened in the city of Philadelphia. Right?
Amazing.
Band of patriots come together. They say, we're going to declare our independence from a king, and we're going to get this started. And what the beauty of this nation is, everybody's got a shot to perfect the union. Now, we haven't always been perfect, and we've made strides and we've made progress over the years, but we've got an opportunity now, after 250 years of that being set in motion in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, to put our stamp on it for the next 250 years. And so to celebrate that, we got all kinds of cool events happening, from, of course, Major League Baseball All-Star Game coming back to Philly. I think it's been 30 years.
1996, I think it was. The year I got drafted.
Yep. Yeah. So 30 years. It's going to be amazing. I think Bank's going to be rocking. It's going to be incredible. Hopefully a bunch of Phils are going to be on that team.
I hope
but we also have a ton of other stuff. I worked my tail off to get the NFL draft on the other side of the state, Pittsburgh. That's a massive event. We're going to have the PGA Championship. I understand you'll be playing in that at Aronimink, right? They need somebody to hit a hole in one
They need
there.
celebrity guests.
There you go. We got March Madness coming to Philly. We're working on some other stuff too. I mean, it is just going to be an amazing, amazing year. And I think it's an opportunity to have fun. It's also an opportunity to be serious about recognizing we live in the greatest country on the face of the earth. We got differences. We got partisanship. We got people who, sure, at this table, we got things we all disagree on. But it's a moment for us to set aside those differences and celebrate this great country. And I'm excited. And And of course, we're going to have the international eyes on us too with FIFA, the World Cup, which is just going to be incredible.
He's an owner of a football team.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace?
Crystal Palace.
How are you guys doing?
They've had actually a pretty good year.
Yeah,
pretty good year this year. So
see, he's had the soccer team or football team longer than I had the boat, and I still haven't been invited out. So enjoy a match.
We've already discussed this.
Huh.
I just
you got to put
this
out here for the public.
He wants to be a guest to Augusta with me, but he doesn't want to invite me to a Crystal Palace.
We'll get.
I feel like you guys need to talk this out.
Yeah, we got to talk this out.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Just airing out all the dirty laundry out here.
We have an arbitrator. He's
how long have you on the team for?
Oh, been in it now for about what is it? 6 years.
And I've owned the boat for 2 weeks.
Wow. Yeah.
And he wants me to invite him on my boat.
Yeah.
Well,
without
we
even
can take it over there and
access to a Crystal Palace match.
We
can take
Where
it
do you
over
guys
there.
play?
What's that?
Where do you guys play?
Selhurst.
Selhurst?
Yes.
I've never been.
See,
Wonder why that
It'd be
is.
nice to go.
Right.
I thought it would be amazing to go.
Maybe
but
we go together, like if we got an invite or something.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done. You guys are officially invited. You know what?
Invite.
You are officially invited.
There.
Both of you.
And then we go. And then we figure it out from there.
Yeah, both of you are officially
I'll
invited.
take him on a PJ to Scotland with me. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get over to a match.
What made you want to buy a football team?
I always loved football. I grew up playing multiple sports.
Yeah.
Not like how a lot of kids are doing today where it's you're having to focus on one sport.
Right.
But grew up playing basketball, soccer, baseball. That's how you knew what time of year it was by the season.
Right.
And so
just get to it.
I always
he was
enjoyed
too
it.
big
I
to
always
play
enjoyed
Pop
it.
Warner football.
Always enjoyed it.
So
my mom wouldn't let me
the
play
only
football.
thing he could play was soccer.
She wouldn't let me play football. So
it's cool.
Were you any good at soccer?
I loved it. I was all right.
It kind of was all right.
But then, I played against a couple guys. Like St. Louis, where I grew up, was pretty big soccer spot.
Oh, really?
And so we had a couple guys that wound up like playing MLS that I grew up with. So I'd like to say I was participating while they were actually playing.
He was
That's cool.
He was helping to make them great players.
Yeah.
The size 16 is like, look, it's not the footwork. We got to kick around his foot.
I mean, those are some big
If
paws,
we can kick around that foot, we're good.
Yeah.
That's when I learned to bend it like Beckham.
I managed to work my way from the front to the back.
There
I
you
started
go.
off, as a forward and
then
worked my way
he
and
was a
finished my
defender
soccer
by
career as
then.
a defender.
I have a more serious question for you. So you're playing all these sports. I grew up the same way. Just like whatever the season was, that was the sport you played. Soccer was like less of a thing, I think, when I was growing up. I'm older than you guys. But here's my question for you in all seriousness. When did you realize like you were pretty special at baseball? Like that, hey, I'm good at all this stuff. I like all this stuff, but like I might have a little something special here on baseball.
Hold on, they're talking about this. This sounds like a Josh from Juniata section.
Yes,
you're
it does.
Abington.
Yes.
This is what this sounds like. And I'm going to kick back and enjoy this.
I love it. It was more so I think my parents saw it, and then my coaches, other coaches and people saw it. Like I just enjoyed playing the game to play the game. Like I loved the thrill of me versus the pitcher is what I always thought it was. It was that one-on-one. Like everybody else was just there.
Yeah.
But basketball was my first love. And when I grew and got to high school, and then I saw that point guards were 6'7", 6'8", I was like, this probably ain't gonna work.
Changed it.
So and everybody was always saying like, hey, dude, you're way better at baseball. I had mastered my skyhook, my Magic Johnson skyhook in basketball, But, it was one of those things where I was like, all right, let's see where baseball takes me. Jimmy, you okay? You want to fix your face?
No,
you okay? We need a break?
I was parched. I was parched. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But, Gov, speaking of sports, and I love that you've delved so much into it and what you're doing for the state.
Thanks.
We have to ask you a couple on-the-spot questions about Pennsylvania athletes.
Oh.
Not necessarily the city of Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, the two major
You're going to force me to make some choices here?
Yeah.
It's always uncomfortable to have to answer these, but when it comes to Pennsylvania athletes, and you can expand, you can add, athletes on. You don't have to keep it at 5.
Okay.
You can drop more on there. Who would fit that bill? Your Mount Rushmore of Pennsylvania athletes.
Roberto Clemente.
Okay.
Solid.
Dr. J.
Yes.
Okay. I know he played in Green Bay also, but I think you got to put the Minister of Defense, Reggie White, on there.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty special. I think you got to put Schmitty on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do I have room for 2 more?
Go for it.
I'll throw you 2 up there.
Hey,
thank you.
Why not? I mean, we don't match the credentials of the others.
No.
But we're honored.
No, seriously, I mean,
we will take it.
I grew up. I mean, you could make an argument for AI, right? AI
I was going to say
so
that.
special, and I'm a huge hoops fan. Like I'm just Sixers I've been just like a fanatic about them my whole life. But I mean, there's just something about the way Dr. J changed the game. Like I don't think there's MJ, who I consider to be the GOAT, without Dr. J. And so I put a lot of stock in that. Like the guys who changed the game and led to sort of a new approach to how the game would be played. And I think Doc was kind of that transitional figure. So.
How was your game? It's been said you were considered to be a pass first type of
John Stockton,
just kind of a facilitator. I mean, what kind of game did you have?
You came along at a time when the point guards were 6'7", right? The Magic Johnson types. I mean, Magic was that unicorn because most of the point guards at that time were Mo Cheeks, right? They were 5'11", 6 feet tall. So I was a traditional point guard. And there was nothing better to me than the big guy getting the rebound, kick it to me, let's run. And rarely would I take it all the way to the hoop, but I would love to find the person for the quick pass for the layup. Now, this is long before Steph Curry, who would be flying down another hole. He hit a hole-in-one recently, by the way.
Yes, he did.
Coming down, stop and pop from 3, which is what my kids do now. And I've coached my kids. I'm the coach that's like, no, don't shoot that. And then it goes in. I'm like, that was a great play. That's what I do.
Right.
But, when I played, it was you bring it down, you get to that foul line, you look one way, you pass the other. Yeah. So that was my game. And that's how, I could hit a jump shot, although threes were frankly less of a thing. It was more that mid-range jump shot.
Okay.
So I'd be the guy that would score 8 to 10 points a night, but have 8 or 10 assists.
Were we breaking ankles, though?
He's asking
did they need that Shapiro? Did they need that Shapiro ankle insurance?
Yeah,
out there?
I mean, look, let's
Pete
not
out there?
overstate. I'm a 5'9" Jewish guy, so I'm not sure I've got like all the skills there, but I could see the game. I could see the game, and like a moment of seriousness, I still think about the game when I do my work every day.
Yeah.
So
in what regard?
I've got this incredible team I get to work with every day. And, look, technically, I'm their boss, right? I get to make the decision. But I view it more like we are colleagues. We are on a team. And if everybody's doing their part, right, whether it's getting that rebound, spotting up, being able to play defense, like everybody's got their role in my administration. And if they all excel at that, then I'm going to end up getting the win, getting the W, right? And so to me, I view everything through that prism of a team game, a team sport, and basketball, which I think is the most beautiful sport, right? If everybody's occupying the right place on the court, you got the right spacing, everybody's doing the right thing, you're going to make the shot, and you're going to stop the others from making theirs. And so I still think about that a lot when I govern, and I still play a little bit with my kids, although they don't respect me anymore. So they would just run right the hell over me.
It's like, Dad ain't got a J. We good.
They do not.
He always waiting to get to the foul line and dish it off.
Yeah.
Make him shoot.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Make him
Back
shoot.
off, Dad, when he's behind the arc. That's their big thing. They're always like, Dad can't make the 3.
Right.
Back off him.
Right.
I'm like, And my first step is I do not have an Andrew Toney like first step.
There's some things we lose as we get older, and it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. I don't even know the last time I've tried to run after anything. I'll be honest. My daughters, they'll run around the house and look at me like, Dad, you're slow, and they'll say it. And I'm like, man, that hurts, but it's the truth.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this happens to you guys now when I go out to play. My wife doesn't wish me the best. I hope you win. Have a great game. It's don't get hurt. Yeah. Like, I don't want to deal with you if you get hurt.
So. Right.
So as a kid, speaking of children, who or what was your favorite team, and who was your favorite player? Any sports team, period. Not.
So for me, it's like in phases, right? The 83 Sixers, when Doc did the Rockabye Baby and, they won that championship. Like, that was very special. I was 9 years old, I guess, something like that at that point. And like, that was the first time I sort of felt like I knew everything about a team. Like, I studied them every day. I read the box scores. I listened to sports radio. Like, I was all in. Of course, you had the 80 Phillies. But like, for me, I think that was like the first team that I I felt like this deep connection to as a kid. I knew everything about every player, every game, everything. And then we had a whole bunch of lean years, right? I mean, we lost at everything. And then I think your team in 2008, now I had 2 kids at that time, right. One who kind of knew what was going on, right? And that was pretty special for me, having lived through those lean years, to now be a dad in a city that had been tortured and heartbroken. And to be able to like sit down and watch you guys play with my kids, with my dad. I was at that game 5, remember, that got split, with the bad weather with my dad. Like, that was really special for other reasons, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I sort of felt like we had come through this dark moment and you guys brought us light and joy, and that was amazing. And then, of course, when the Birds, beat Tom Brady on that incredible, Philly special. For sure. So I think like
Philly.
Those are moments, but I think that juxtaposition between the 83 Sixers that, like, as a kid, I was like so a part of, and then to come back with you guys in 08, that was pretty damn special, I got to say.
Was there anything like that from the baseball standpoint, like growing up? Did you play?
I did.
Baseball?
Yeah.
How was that?
I played. I was a pitcher. Okay. And essentially, my dad's a pediatrician.
Okay.
And he saw so many kids who blew out their elbows. So my dad would not let me throw a curveball, but he taught me how to throw a dirty split finger fastball. And I actually had good control. I was a good pitcher. I did our travel league, all that kind of stuff. And I enjoyed that very much. But I always kind of was drawn back to basketball and enjoyed that, maybe a little bit more. But I love baseball, and I love playing it, and I love being a pitcher. So,
Hey, speaking of baseball, there are a couple teams in the state. One's doing really well. Yeah. One has some dynamic players. Yes. Some dynamic players, some stars on the way.
It's unbelievable.
And if Josh from Abington was calling in today, what would be his hot button topic?
I guess right now, what are the Phils going to do at the trade deadline? Do we need to bolster the bullpen so we don't have to have?
Well, yeah, you can never have bullpen.
That's like where the heart starts racing. The bullpen just worries you. And look, I happen to think we have enough bats to be able to win a World Series. Our problem the last 2 seasons is we got a little cold when it mattered most. And so, if you're Dombrowski, do you say, look, I'm banking on the fact that we're going to be hot at the right time because we got the pieces we need, so I'm going to go bolster the bullpen? Or do I not trust that and say, look, if past is prologue, we need something else. We need another bat going into the playoffs. We'll see. I think that's something I'd probably weigh in on. And then look, on the other side of the state, I mean, the Pirates have they have a real decision to make, right? They have a real decision to make on what their level of investment is going to be, what their level of commitment is going to be.
It's going to be real expensive. It's going to be real expensive over there. And I don't know if they can afford that budget.
If you're a club that can't keep Skeens and can't keep some of these other guys and surround them with a great veteran like Kutch and others, like, I think you got to ask questions about not just the future of the Pirates, but the future of small market baseball teams. And I think those are real issues that we're going to have to grapple with, and how we can make sure to protect the Pirates and give them a chance to be successful every year while also competing with teams like the New York Mets, New York Yankees, Philadelphia Phillies, and Los Angeles Dodgers, and others who frankly are spending crazy money,
amount of money.
How do we create some equity there? So probably those are things
we are here in MLB offices. There's a guy that you can go talk to. Yeah. We can find what floor is on.
He doesn't need my advice. Commissioner, he does a great job. I'm a fan of Commissioner Manfred, I got to say, and he and I've gotten to know each other over the years. He has a tough job to lead America's pastime, and I think he does a really good job. And to be able to figure out how to balance, right? Like I said, stupid money like the New York Mets with these small market teams, the Rays, the Brewers, the Pirates, and others.
Compete?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing. And figuring out how to get some equity like you have in the NBA, in the NFL, and other places, they got to work at that.
There's a lot of celebrity baseball, softball, all that kind of stuff.
And we do have the All-Star
I got
game
kind of
coming
a
up
two-part question. One, are there any celebrities you would love to see in the celebrity softball
Are they
game?
Pennsylvanians?
Well,
or are we talking about just celebrity?
Well, let's go Let's go both.
A little bit both.
Let's go. Let's go a little bit of both.
And how much pull do you have? Because that's what's really going to matter.
You want me to get them to play?
We got to call some people in. We got to call some in.
All right.
And you can do that.
From the Capitol standpoint, where like we've been told there's a lot of fans, right, in the sport of baseball. Is there like a Capitol, like Democrats, Republicans type of game, softball, baseball game?
There is not a game, and not for any like political reason or anything. It's just there hasn't been one. There is a men's pickup basketball game, but that's a little looser. I mean, it's not sort of the most formal thing. We should get a Capitol baseball game, and
that would be great.
Maybe you guys could come and kind of be our celebs that you could coach each team.
I'd do
it.
I would do it. I would do it.
I would love that.
I'm with it.
House versus Senate, D versus R, whatever. We'll figure it out.
We got to go to the bird.
I like that. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know who else
you
heard it here first? We had we're not sure what year this is happening, but
we're going to do it.
Right.
We're going to do
right.
it. And we should get Shady McCoy. He's a Harrisburg guy. Micah Parsons is a Harrisburg guy. We'll get some.
Micah is? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Only because you're a Cowboy. That's why I didn't know that. Micah, we good now, though.
No,
we good.
We get Aaron Donald. He's a Pittsburgh guy. So we got some guys. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be good.
Squad.
Yeah.
Nice little squad. But who comes to the All-Star game? Who's your wish list?
I mean, right, you got to get Taylor Swift. She's Pennsylvania.
Ooh, yeah.
Should be a hell of a draw. I mean, non-Pennsylvania. Look, I'll tell you what. My sort of bucket list of guys I want to meet, athletes I want to meet. I want to meet Michael Jordan.
Oh,
I grew up with MJ being sort of the GOAT. I think MJ and Dr. J, and I've had the chance to meet Dr. J, and I just kind of felt like I didn't know what I can. I kind of talk to most folks with Dr. J. It was like
back to being a kid.
Having MJ there that'd be pretty amazing, right?
MJ kind of has that effect too. You see him, it's like you feel like you've known him your entire life because he's been around my entire life.
Yeah,
and it's like, man, I haven't really officially, well, at least the first time I hadn't really met him yet.
Yeah,
but he welcomes you in like family.
That's cool.
So that was really but cool. You hear about that glow and that aura about him.
You feel that, right?
You definitely feel that.
He what is he? Was 6'6"? But from a distance, he's like 8 feet tall. It's like that's MJ.
Yeah,
and he keeps getting bigger the closer you get. And then it's like MJ, cool as hell, man.
That'd be
so
cool.
That's a good one. He'd be.
My wife was teasing me about that the other day. Like I've been privileged in this world. I've met presidents. I've met Pope. I've met some like extraordinary people. Oprah, right? I feel like MJ's like in a little bit of a different, different category, right?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay, so MJ.
Yeah. Who are you guys drafting?
Dr. J. Dr. J is the guys on the list. Who else is on your list of that you would love to see attend the 2026 All-Star game?
Well, look, we got to have some fun. We'll bring Meek, right? We got to bring Meek out. Yeah. He'd be a lot of fun. I don't know. Who are you guys bringing?
I'm calling up Miles Teller.
Oh, he'd be great.
Yeah. I think you got to look at Bradley Cooper.
And Miles.
Bradley would be great.
Miles for sure was a huge,
massive
Philly sports guy.
Rob McElhenney, we got to get Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Another soccer guy like you.
Yeah,
that's right. Is he in your level yet? They're still
He's still they're still one down.
But what a story! That wrecks some stories.
That's amazing. It's amazing what they've been able to do over there. It's amazing.
And speaking of Rob, we went golfing with him last year in Scotland. He had us out there with his crew. It was Chase, Rob. I forgot his business partner's name. Steve.
Yep.
Myself, Ryan, and Shane, and we had a blast.
That's great.
We had an absolute blast.
That's very cool.
It was a lot of fun. So that's a pretty good list. For me,
and Shady and Micah Parsons,
for sure.
Yeah.
I would love to see AI come back.
Oh yeah,
for that. I would love to see Donovan come back for that. I know at the end it got a little rough for him, but with time, I think everyone's remembered differently. So having Donovan back, especially because we shared a stadium when we were at the Vet.
That'd be cool.
Have him come across. It'd be dope. I think he'd be well received, and it'd be awesome.
He
the
deserves
Roots crew.
The Roots.
Sure, we need Questlove
come through.
Oh, you know who else we need? We need our buddy Michael Rubin because we got to look.
Oh yeah,
he's good when we're playing.
Yeah, we gotta get him out.
Yeah, we need some fresh gear player. You feel me?
Gotta get him out.
You ever see him throw a baseball though? We do not want him playing.
So we don't want you throwing the ball. What you're saying? We just want him to be there.
Outfit the team. That's what we want.
Outfit the team.
Outfit the team.
Assistant coach.
Michael.
We need you, Michael.
You are invited officially. Come on out.
Yes,
come on out. You know where to find us.
Obviously, as being a Philadelphian, and I guess we're adopted to the city 2026 is a special year.
You guys are part of the fabric of this city.
Yeah.
What are you talking about adopted? I mean, you're beloved.
We are. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I keep it real, though.
Man.
I'm from Cali.
Yeah.
I'm from Cali. I love, now Philly is my second city, and everyone knows that.
Yep.
But, they're surprised. Who's your favorite team? I'm like, the Niners. What about the Eagles? I'm like, yeah, they're my second favorite, but I grew up loving the Niners. So,
that's fair.
So to keep it real.
But by the way, I mean, all kidding aside, you guys show up in the city, you're beloved.
Oh, yeah. No, we love the city just as much.
And it's it's deeper than just the fact that you won a World Series. It's how you make people feel, right? It reminds me of that feeling I had when you guys won the World Series, and so it's a gift what you give to folks like me. This feeling of joy. I mean, I'm not sound like corny, but that's a real thing.
Greatly appreciate it.
You guys are loved.
I will say, I hear. I'm sure you do. Everywhere we go, it doesn't matter wherever in the world I've been. I'm sure Ryan, it's always somewhere from Pennsylvania. I try to go hide in the most obscure countries. You run to somebody, thank you for 2008. Right. I'm like, man, I can't take you nowhere. But it's a beautiful thing. It's like that. It's
amazing.
It is.
Amazing. To hear that is so. It's always so funny to me because it's like when we were just playing baseball.
Yeah.
So it's like we never thought about it. And like the actual joy that you're bringing to people and bringing people together, we're like, bro, he's a shortstop, I'm a first baseman. We're trying to go out here and go win games, but
almost doing our job.
That, just doing our
we're
job.
Supposed to,
and to hear that, like it's so
you
rewarding.
Didn't appreciate that when you were playing?
I mean, you do, but it's like it's not necessarily it's not necessarily like front of mind, right?
Like, yes, to win, but it's literally like almost like what's next, as in for the next season, because when he won, your fans get even hungrier now.
Yeah.
You're hungry for that taste. Now it's like, oh, we got it. Yeah. So it's ours, and you have to keep going. So I think Mike Schmidt had said it best. He said that I wish I had more fun when I was playing.
Interesting.
And he told me this in maybe about 2006 or 2007. And I thought, I hear you, but I mentally asked myself, but how?
Yeah.
Because you have to go out there and win.
Right.
And we all know winning is fun,
right?
But the work you do, the work that is needed to win,
it just adds pressure.
Yeah, it's a grind. You have to be, like I said,
by the way,
in the beginning,
not super different.
Your team has to be on point.
Right.
And you can never let off the gas.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you're done, you're able to reflect, and that's when you're able to kind of like understand what you did was special. But it's hard.
We did have fun though.
We had fun.
We had fun as a team because we knew
who
we were. We were winning, but we knew who we were. We knew what our identity was, and like everybody knew what their roles were.
Yeah.
So it was fun, like coming into the clubhouse. Like we were that team on and off the field.
Period.
That's what
cool.
made us so good. And we still have relationships with all of our teammates today.
That's really
cool. To where it's like we got the group chat, and everybody's still talking trash and all that kind of stuff.
Jada trying to get us to buy horses with him.
Right, right.
That's
right.
Cool.
So I mean, it's one of those things to where, again, hearing you say that and hearing fans, it's like the appreciation that's shown. It's like at that time, it's like, wow, I don't even. I'm just trying to do my job.
Yeah.
But it's like it's so impactful for me. Because it's like, wow, I never really thought about it like that, and how families would come closer.
Yeah,
and
they really would,
and everybody was enjoying themselves.
You know how many people there are out there? Thousands of people who never met you guys, who know nothing about you personally or anything like that, who go, oh, they're great guys. And by the way, you guys are great guys, but I want you to think about that for a minute. It is actually them. Like you're a mirror to them, right? Like the way you're making them feel about themselves, about their childhood, about their relationship with their children. That's super powerful, guys. And that's why people feel that way about you. And don't ever kind of brush that aside. Don't ever not appreciate that. Like you've brought joy in people's lives for folks who do not know you. Closest they ever got was the seat they were at the bank and you guys on the field, but you bring joy to them. That's really special. That's really special.
Thank you. That's deep. That's
sorry to be deep.
I was just trying to get to the 2026 All-Star logo.
Sometimes we go down those roads.
We want to.
I just ruined your podcast.
No, they're beautiful.
Sorry.
I want to set this up because I wasn't there, and I was a little envious that the All-Star game was announced and they revealed the logo, and they had all stars from different generations and a bat company from Pennsylvania.
That's right.
This KOP area.
Victus, that's right.
They have
God, look
created
at that.
this amazing, beautiful bat to represent the
absolutely
All-Star game in 2026. That's the bell, I think it is.
Yes,
on the
it
International
is.
League.
Ring the bell.
Man,
Ring the bell.
That is sweet.
That is gorgeous. Beautiful. Philly's just going to be on
pretty.
fire. And by the way, bat making is big business in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Victus, and they got that, the torpedo bat. I don't know what you guys think of that, but they also got the traditional ones here too.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yes, sir.
You did pretty good with the traditional bat.
I did. I mean, it's all about getting your specs right. You know what it is.
Hey.
But I loved it, man. Every single one. But this thing right
that
here.
thing is beautiful.
Man, I'm gonna need one of these for the house. I'm gonna need a couple of them.
Victus, y'all hear us.
You hear us.
Come on,
you know where to
Victus.
find
Begging,
us. You know where to find us.
you.
But yes.
You gotta get a bat to Ryan, baby.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm bad at that.
This
is our Clubhouse, by the way.
This was the Clubhouse. You're getting this inside stuff. This is what it was every day.
That'll
for
be on the cutting room
however
floor.
many days we were. What was it? 200 days?
Man,
300 days?
So
who was the
lot.
most fun in the
A
locker
lot.
room?
Ooh,
Wow.
That
most
was
fun.
that
It
was-
rotated. I'll tell you this. Who got talked about the most? Prior to John Mayberry Jr. coming was probably Shane. Shane always gave you material.
Yeah.
Flying Hawaiian.
Yeah, he always
Shane.
gave you material because if he wasn't on his meds, you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
But after we received a player known as John Mayberry Jr.
Oh, my
Junior.
Junior. Oh.
He was funny.
love
He gave you material daily.
Oh, it was
Really?
I
wonderful.
mean, and he was. I don't know if he did it on purpose because he liked the attention, or he was just kind of aloof. I wouldn't say airheaded because he went to Stanford. He's an intelligent guy, but there were just some things that just wouldn't click for him. And I mean, he gave us material.
great.
Just sheer comedy.
Just comedy.
Who was the most serious in the locker room?
Ooh. I'd have to say Doc.
How about
Doc.
Yeah.
Roy Halladay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Roy Halladay. Because on days that he pitched, it was one of those things where you're just like, I would say, "Hey, what's up, Doc?" and just kept it moving.
I didn't.
Like
even,
he was so locked in. He'd be over in his locker and just. I'll be at first.
I didn't greet him until we actually were on the field.
How about that?
Yeah, it was that was his day, and it was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. But every other day, he was like a big kid.
He was
For
great.
real.
He's
a
a big kid. Flying, the toy airplanes. He
in the
loved all that
stadium.
stuff. So he'd be flying that
Hey,
stuff
he
all
rests
around.
in peace, man.
Governor, we have a segment that is known as the Banana Boat Ritual segment.
Okay.
When you're preparing to make a speech, and it's a big, or you're getting ready to get on stage as you're campaigning.
Yeah.
How do you prepare leading to that big moment?
I don't like having a prepared speech.
Mm-hmm.
I don't enjoy sort of getting up there and reading something. I enjoy feeling like I'm connected to the crowd, connected to the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, probably the best speeches I feel like I've given over time, others can be the judge of whether they liked them or not, is where I can figure out, time, place, and people. What's this moment that we're dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
What's this place where we are? Like what is unique about this place? And, who are the people and what drew them there? And if I can understand that, honestly, I just jot probably 3 points I want to make on a card, and I bring that up with me, and I could talk for 5 minutes or 45 minutes on that. But it really is about if I can get that feeling for the crowd, the folks who are there, why they're there, what motivates them, this place where we are, I can usually do all right. And I do better not having a speech written out, but instead just sort of speak from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I prefer.
I like it. That's I try to get down. I have something that I'm glad that was on my mind because I'm being inducted to the Wall of Fame, and everyone has asked me
August
the same
1st,
thing. August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to write something? And it's like I just want the names of the people to thank
Mm-hmm.
because in that moment
You don't want to forget that. Yeah,
exactly. In that moment. And it's helped that they've retired our numbers already.
Yeah.
Not our numbers, Jesus Christ. I hope they retire our numbers. But we had our retirement night, so I've kind of been through it before.
Mm-hmm.
But going on the wall is different.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just kind of want to get over it. But I think that's what I'm going to do because everybody's asking, are you going to write? I'm like, I just want to make sure there are names of people that I don't forget. And then the rest, it'll come to me, being in that moment.
Right from here.
And what it means. Yeah.
There's going to be many someones who show up there who probably bring their kid there because of what I was talking about before, how you made them feel, damn near 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And speak to them about how that your game wasn't just on the field, but how it brought families together, how it made people smile in the stands. I think if you do that, man, that'll be a really special thing because people know that you get them and you get the emotion of what people went through watching you guys play.
I'm looking forward to it, young James.
Yes,
looking forward to it. You gonna cry? You gonna cry?
No, I'm not, bro.
You gonna cry?
I hope not. I don't know. If it does, it happens. Yeah. If you see a tear come on my eye, Ryan, just know it's for you.
Right. So
I would not let Utley speak because then you just got you got profanity. I mean, it's like, and it's not family.
He's got to get him riled up. You got to get him riled up for the food.
By the way, was something for you?
That was an iconic speech.
It was. Well, I don't know if it was a speech.
Yeah. Right.
Who knows what goes on in Chase's mind? We have a whole episode about Chase's thoughts.
Oh my gosh. So as we bring our time to a close, we've got one burning question here.
Oh boy.
That
we're going to go deep.
Minds, we're going deep. We're going deep. We're
going to make a lot of people mad either way.
We weren't going to go.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Too political,
I'm in the business of trying to bring people together, and now you're going to.
Somebody's always going to be mad at you.
Somebody,
and we're going to just add a little to that.
We've got to know.
All right, what do you got?
The burning question: Sheets or Wawa?
All right. I'm a Wawa guy.
All right.
My man.
I do need to say one serious thing, and this is not meant to backpedal or anything like that.
Sounds like he's backpedaling.
My wife, no. My wife has made it the cause of her work as First Lady of Pennsylvania to help people with disabilities, and she has gone to both Sheets and Wawa, and they have initiatives to hire people with disabilities to work at Sheets and Wawa. So I got to say, to Travis Sheets, the CEO, Chris Geisen, CEO of Wawa, I mean, they do amazing work for people with disabilities. I love them both for that, and it's really important stuff that they do in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's a win-win for both.
That's a win-win right there. That is. I mean, on that, both sides win, but back to the answer. It's Wawa.
Yeah, I'm honest.
It's Wawa. Let's keep that thing.
Here's the thing I've learned as governor, man. You cannot bull your way through sports or through convenience stores either. So you got to be true and authentic. So.
I love it.
They're both great, but I'm a Wawa guy.
Well, Governor, thank you for your time today.
Yes, sir.
We know you're busy running around, putting out fires and inspiring people along the way, but thanks for taking time with us today here in New York. Yeah. Although we're repping the P, Pennsylvania, we're in New York MLB offices, and thank you for spending some time with us. It's been a pleasure.
It was a thrill. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Awesome.